Have you ever felt like you're unable to learn as quickly and effectively as some of the top students in your class? Or found yourself spending hours studying, but your test results aren't reflecting your effort? Well, it may not be because of effort, but it may be because you're not studying the right way. If you're new here, what's up? My name is J.R. Smith. I'm a fourth-year medical student at the Mayo Clinic. I've also been a victim of poor study habits. But in order to excel in medical school, I needed to identify the things that were holding me back and begin working smarter. So in this video, we're going to be discussing 7 common study mistakes that may be holding you back and some things that you can do instead. There's no better place to start than with number 1, cramming. We've all done it, fueled by deadlines and caffeine, cramming information like Tetris pieces into our brains. But here's the truth. The science is very clear on this. Cramming does not work. In fact, it's more like a sugar rush for your brain, providing a temporary high followed by a long intellectual crash. Think of your brain as a muscle. Building lasting knowledge is like lifting weights. It's the slow, deliberate reps that strengthen your mental fibers. Cramming, on the other hand, is like a 1-rep max gone wrong. You might superficially lift the information for a short period, but eventually it's going to come crumbling down. Instead of cramming, we should be embracing spaced repetition, which is the key to long-term learning. Spread out your studying, revisit concepts over time, and actively retrieve information instead of passive rereading. Remember, your goal isn't just to get through exams, it's to learn, and this requires a strong foundation of knowledge that can only be built over time. Number 2 is multitasking. Think of your brain as a high-powered computer, but that works best when it only focuses on a single program at one time. So when you multitask, it's essentially like opening up a million tabs all at once. Suddenly, our computer starts to slow down, error messages pop up, and essentially nothing can get done. Multitasking fragments our attention, making it harder to focus on any one given task, and it disrupts the brain's memory formation, leading to information slipping away before being cemented into our long-term memory. Instead of the multitasking circus, let's embrace focused attention. Carve out dedicated study blocks, silence distractions, and give your brain the undivided attention it deserves. Number 3 is negative self-talk. This is the I'm not good enough or this is too hard. These are the worst study buddies we can have. Negative self-talk chips away at our confidence. It makes us doubt our abilities, leading to fear of failure and hesitation to even try. And when you're consumed with negative self-talk, focus becomes almost impossible, and we just talked about how important that is. So challenge your negative self-thoughts with positive affirmations. Believe in yourself and acknowledge and celebrate your wins, regardless of how small. And build a support system of positive people who believe in you. Number 4 is the highlighting frenzy. Don't mistake a technicolored textbook for a work of art. Highlighting everything is like shouting all the time. Nothing stands out and nothing is actually heard. Be selective, choose key points and things that you'd actually like to return to. And this can be hard, especially when you're reading a book where essentially every sentence is high yield. Which actually brings me to the sponsor of today's video, Kenhub, and specifically their new Atlas of Human Anatomy. As a medical student and aspiring orthopedic surgeon, knowledge of anatomy is a superpower. This new Kenhub Atlas of Human Anatomy is a pocket-sized but still comprehensively detailed book full of easily digestible tables and the highest quality images on the market. And what's even better is they have incredible diversity and inclusivity in their illustrations. If you'd like to pick up your own copy, check out the link in the description below. That's something that you definitely should do, but back to a few things that you definitely should not do, with mistake number 5 being sleep deprivation. While it may seem like a temporary trade-off for extra study hours, the science is clear. Sacrificing sleep is like fighting a battle with one hand tied behind your back. Sleep is when our brain consolidates memories and processes information. Without it, we can lose all that work we just put in. Your focus is also significantly altered when you're sleep deprived. Researchers have found that people who were sleep deprived could focus no better than those who were drunk. And if you wouldn't want to study drunk, you wouldn't want to study sleep deprived. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night to wake up refreshed and ready for an awesome study session. The 6th mistake that students make is ignoring practice. Ignoring practice is like learning to swim by reading a book. If you just read the book and have not gotten in the pool, then you still cannot swim. It's those practice questions and mock exams that's the pool. Those are the things that help you test your knowledge, identify weaknesses, and build the confidence that you need for the real deal. So many students spend more time watching lectures and reading notes than testing themselves. This is passive learning and leads to a false knowledge effect. Hearing or seeing information, especially when it's repeated, can create a false sense of familiarity and confidence, even if the understanding is superficial. And then when it's test day, suddenly all the material you thought you knew was gone. Make practicing a game. Challenging yourself can be fun, and don't see mistakes as failures, just see them as more learning. And by the time it's game day, it won't be the first time that you've been tested on the material. I mean, if we had to perform in anything, we wouldn't want to show up when it counts without actually practicing first. So why people do this with their studies, I have no idea. And the final mistake that students make is approaching their studies with an all work, no play mentality. Studying is crucial to success, but so is taking care of yourself. If you're burnt out, your focus and productivity plummets. You can't pour from an empty tank. So schedule breaks, get some exercise, eat some healthy food, and spend time with loved ones. A balanced life is a productive life. But that's it for this video. I hope that you found it helpful and can start eliminating some of these common study mistakes in your own study sessions. If you did enjoy the video, consider liking and subscribing to support the channel. If you're interested in learning about 4 steps that you can take to become the ultimate student, consider checking out this video here. But until the next one, keep evolving, and I'll see you guys soon.